Welcome, everyone, to the original conference championship game. There's simply nothing quite like the intensity when an SEC title is on the line. All the legendary players, the epic moments who have made their mark on this occasion. The intensity is simply unmatched. Can't wait for this one. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. We'll see the number 4 team in the country. The squad here today looking to put on a show, taking on the second-ranked team. Crew looking to make a strong statement. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. They make the tackle, but there is a flag on the field. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And it's a bunch formation. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Tackle made, but he gets the ball out across the 20-yard line. Good game.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. And the wideout goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle.
Well, heck, if they hadn't dug themselves such a big hole, what a positive play here, using that jet motion and that touch pass to pick up some huge yards and giving them a chance anyway of trying to come up with a first down.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Runs right over the defender. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that previous play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside of the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Looking to throw. It's Williams. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. And they'll get him down that time.
Boy, a nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
This will be 3rd and short, the 7th play of the opening drive. And they pick up the first on the ground. Oh, look at the quick cut. Tackle to the 28. This offense threatening now. Another first down.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get them to 3rd down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
The defense now backed up in their own red zone. Handoff here from the shotgun. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Movement here from the tight end. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to run it in. And they're just able to get him down at the 1. So close.
Here we go, Chris. Early in the game, opening drive. This is a big decision and really an opportunity to send a message for this offense. Do you go for this close to the goal line and make that statement, or do you settle for 3?
It's QB sneak. Methodical but effective, Kirk. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in the conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. Moves the ball out across the 30. And that's good for a first down. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. Snags a quick throw. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Brought down, it crosses midfield to the 46. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time. So second down after the incompletion.
Would never underestimate a defensive lineman's ability to play the passing lanes. Smart defensive linemen keep an eye on the quarterback, and if they see the ball coming out, they're able to get those big, long arms up and try to get a piece of it.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. He's moving out of the pocket now. Receiver makes the grab, and the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this third and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here, or are they going to sell out and bring the pressure.
We'll take a deep shot. Intercepted in the end zone. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Just a small gain, looking at 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Williams. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit, they were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a 4th down.
Well, it looked like the quarterback had everything that he needed there, had great protection. The receiver ran a nice route, just not able to convert there on that 3rd down. Let's see what their decision is on 4th down coming up.
They'll kick it away here. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. He's a dangerous returner. Found a good lane there. They finally get him, but excellent field position at the start of this drive. Offense comes out to start this drive. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. He's going to pull it down and run. Finds room at the 30. And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it. Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there. It will cost him 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense shoots itself in the foot. It's 1st and 15. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap, he turns around and flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes, the play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quarterback escapes the pocket. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
The offense eager to keep this drive going. They're facing a third and long from the 20 now. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's got it, looking for the end zone. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a first and goal now. That's a design quarterback keeper. Here's the point after attempt. And there's the point after. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Offense ready to start this drive. Handoff with a single back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
After the loss on first down, it's second and long from the 22. Dropping back, it's Williams. Gets rid of it on the move. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards, and they stay ahead of the sticks.
Offense gets set up here. It's third down. They'll try to run for the first down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decided to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Short connection to the tight end here. So they find the reliable tight end, and he makes the defense pay that time.
You know, the receivers a lot of times get most of the attention, but don't forget about how potent a tight end can be. When you've got a player like this who can run routes, and a serious weapon that they can utilize, and they just did right there.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The PAT is good. They go up a touchdown, 14-7. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Looking to throw. It's Williams. He's going for a big play downfield. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
The offense will begin now with excellent field position. They'll change the pre-snap look now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looks to his left and makes the completion. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And he picks up the first down before they get into the ground. The defense backed up against their own end zone. The offense knocking on the door with a first and goal. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Ball back at the 10-yard line now for second and goal. Receiver in motion now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Not able to connect. Incomplete. And the offense facing a third and goal from a long way away. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
And he knocks it right through the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Returner looking to make a play here. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Chris, I always talk about this. You can always gauge a team's toughness as a group by how willing they are to tackle with their corners. Here, the corner shows you he's not just out there to cover. Does a good job of being physical and making that play.
Back to throw. It's Williams. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
First down. Looking to throw the football. And it's caught. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Looking to chuck it again. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Here's a wide open receiver, complete. And now they'll set up for the point after. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Catch made down inside the 25.
What a well-designed play here by this offense to get the ball to the gifted tight end. Of course, he's got the size, but here he shows you the speed that he has in outrunning the secondary into the end zone for a big touchdown.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Fields it just outside the goal line. The returner is brought down. Gets us started on the next drive. A little bit less than 30 seconds to go before halftime, and it'll be 1st and 10. The secondary backed up off the ball now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple. Going for a big play downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
PAT is good. They draw within 3, 24-21. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. First half clock with just 7 seconds remaining for this first down play. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Caught quickly. Play moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Looking to throw it on first down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it falls incomplete. They tried for a big chunk play on the final play of the period. Minuta's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The kickoff team out there now to get this second half underway. And he'll just take a knee. The 25-yard line. The offensive coordinator bringing in some more blockers on the field. It's the full house. Quarterback keeps the football. Runs through the defender. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. Second down, we're going to throw it. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete. So off the incompletion, it sets up a third down and 3. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush. Here's a gamble. Head coach keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch.
He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, that one's picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
Now the first play of this drive now from the 35. And they start the drive with an end-around play. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
You know, we're seeing this more and more where wide receivers are getting involved in the running game, both here in college and also up in the NFL. I think it's due to plays like this one right here, and it's not going to change anytime soon. Excellent play call.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He'll be taken down, but a penalty flag on the field. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. Penalty sets him back, makes it 1st and long. Corner's back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance and a really nice gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Looking to pass. It's Williams. He'll take a deep shot here. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Look out, he's got some space. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Well, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
And now the first play of this drive. They'll begin at the 36. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the freshman brings him down quickly. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. The quarterback making some changes at the line. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. He flips it to the back across the middle. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
And that pass is all in over the middle. Big gain, lose the ball in enemy territory. They'll spot it down near the 31. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. And they'll give it to the back. And that run produces a decent gain. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quick completion to the tight end. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. And it's caught off the deflection. Here comes the point after attempt. And the extra point gives them a double-digit lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackle at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And the offense trots back onto the field here. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Running back grabs it on the screen. Ball is free in the backfield. Offense with a crucial fumble recovery.
Wow, that's just big-time awareness by his teammate to be able to scoop up that ball like it was a ground ball. As a result, the offense retains possession.
They go backwards on first down, so it's 2nd and long from the 19. The DB's backing off from the line now. To throw, it's Williams. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. They pressure him and sack him. He'll be tackled inside the 10.
Well, that's the one thing about a guy that always feels that he can rely on his legs. He's always trying to make a play, and this time he just wasn't able to get away from the defense, and that is a big loss for the offense.
He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. And the wideout goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
1st down here for this offense. They'll run the option. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That's a good call on the option, but the quarterback doesn't execute that well. I don't know if he was fooled by the way that defensive end slow-played it or not, but the end deserves a lot of credit for coming up with a great tackle.
Here's the 2nd down play. Quarterback drops back. He's escaping the pocket now. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? A pop pass on the jet sweep. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
That gain enough for a fresh set of downs, spotted at the 48. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. And then 1st down, right back to the running game. Defense stops him short of the 1st down marker, and that'll do it in the 3rd quarter of play. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Back to throw. It's Williams. Short pass finds the tight end. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the 37.
Hey, here's some positive yards. You love to see that. Now you've got a chance here to continue to attack this defense. They're trying not to give up the big plays, but down by a couple scores, you got to get a quick touchdown and hope to be able to get the ball back.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And that's a solid gain for the defense able to bring him down.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And now the running back's got it again. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6. Crucial red zone play coming up. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that 1st down marker.
Well, there's just so many things happening on these read option plays, and they happen fast. This defense has done a good job of trying to prevent this quarterback from hitting the big play. He gets some yards here, but at least he didn't get out for a big gain.
Med kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Offense back out there trying to get something going. Quarterback will throw it off the one pass option and uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. The offense going with the hurry up.
But how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the 4th.
0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris, and he gets the completion, but just no gain. There's just no room to go after the catch.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And the quarterback dropping back. Picked off, a crucial turnover. Not a long return, but the pick changes possession. The offense will take over at the 28.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the 2nd half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
And here comes the offense back out onto the field now. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. Okay, set. Here's 2nd down. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. They move the ball into good position, but now it's 3rd and long. To throw, it's Williams. Quick throw, testing the middle. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Tackled after a short return at the 19, but a huge takeaway in the red zone.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Finds that big tight end for a short pass.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
And they heave it deep downfield. And it's intercepted, a crushing play. And he's got some open field ahead. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
That's just a poor decision by the offensive coordinator and the quarterback. Working with the lead, run the football here and work the clock. Instead, throws it into coverage. Now they get a chance to get right back in the game.
Offense makes its way on the field, ready to start the drive. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Looking to set up a screen pass here. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Important second down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. That one falls incomplete, looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
I mean, I get trying to get the football to this receiver. He's one of the most talented guys in the country. But with two guys bracketing him, I don't know why he would make that throw. Should have been intercepted.
Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. Makes a quick grab. Finding some room at the 25. Heads out of bounds after running for the first down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense. A new set of downs after that completion. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And the tailback's got it again.
What a touchdown by this offense. They're down 1 now, an extra point away from tying this game up with under 2 minutes to go.
And they get set now to try the PAT. The PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. The offense able to retain possession. Very lucky to still have a chance to win this. Second and long now at the 17. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. The freshman with a little too much air under that one.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game and a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you can go to, whether it's a run or a pass. But you've got to come up with a first down.
And the offense win it right here, or are we headed to overtime? Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Looking for a deep completion. The pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. The offense, excellent field position to start this drive. DB is looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Second down after that run on the previous play. Oh, here comes the reverse. Good enough for first down yardage. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup. A solid run, good for first down yardage. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. And the defense takes a timeout with 27 seconds left.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. And a timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. Coach is going to take the 3 points. Here comes the field goal unit. So in the final seconds, everything comes down to this field goal attempt for the win. It's good! What a way to win a conference championship! The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff looming, we can find out how they fare against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.